Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live.
Hey everyone, I'm not sure if my phone is working, my internet. How are you doing this morning? That one eyebrow is thicker than the other. Am I live for some of you? Hi, Jenny G. Why is the Wi-Fi not on? Damn it. It's the Wi-Fi. Oh, there I am. There I am. Kind of delayed, though. Oh, there I am. There I am. Kind of delayed, though. Let me see something. Wi-Fi. Oh, it's not connected. There you go. Sorry, guys. BW. I think. BW. Connect. What? Oh, I accept. Okay. I should be fine now. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Live. Snapchat and that's live. Live. Okay. Bye. Okay, good. How is everyone doing? Hi, Angela. Hi, Jenny G. Hi, Jenny G. Hi, Angela. Hi, Thobiel. Dwala. What a pretty name, especially the Dwala part. You should name a business after the name Dwala. That's a nice. Is that a family name? Because that's nice. I haven't watched your lives in a while. Good to see you. My twin sister sends her greeting. Dwala. See, you already knew to use the Dwala. Dwala twins, twice as nice. I love that. Where are you guys located? Are you located here or in Africa? Which would be amazing. I don't know if I get the African continent. I get European continent, but I don't know if I always get African continent. But y'all got to find me in Africa, child. Grand Miracle Morning. Wishing you all blessings, overflowing so much your hands won't be able to hold. I'm down for that. I'm down for the overflow of blessings. So there is a tropical storm / cyclone trying to hit the community. And yeah. Tropical storm is a given. That is happening. Watch issued for USVI in Puerto Rico as potential tropic, tropical cyclone 5. I don't know what that means. What's a cyclone 5? Advances. Is it like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 being the highest? Like, explain to me, but I'm not there. So, the National Hurricane Center has issued tropical storm warning for the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and several nearby islands as potential tropical cyclone 5 advances across the Atlantic. The system, currently located roughly midway through Cabo Verde Islands in the Lesser Antilles, is showing increased signs of organization as it moves rapidly westward. I guess Florida's west. Africa must be east. Under the current forecast track, blah, 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 5 a.m., the disturbance was centered near Antigua. The tropical storm watch indicates the tropical storm conditions are possibly within the watch area, blah, blah, blah. St. Kitts, Nevis, Mazarat, Antigua, Barbuda, Anguilla, Sabah, St. I know how to say this word, St. Eustatius. Who is this saint? Hold on, now I got to look up this saint. Copy. St. Martin, St. Bartholomew, Saint Martin, the British Virgin Islands, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Vieques, which is in Puerto Rico, but it might be an island off of Puerto Rico, and Culebra. So those islands that are mentioned are all tight this way. They're all like, they're either all in a line like this. I think they're in a line. So if a tropical storm hits, every island gets something, and we are in for a direct hit. Unless it moves south or north, and then we might get rain, but apparently it's coming straight for us. And it's so weird with the islands because even though you live by water, the islands cannot take rain. It's weird. Like heavy rain, we cannot take. So tropical rain, where it's like raining and then it moves, that's fine. But a downpour creates flooding, as it does for anybody else. It's no different than what the states go through. So I just contacted everyone that I knew, right? It's the first time I've had people to contact, right? First time, first 2 years, I was by myself. This year, I'm not by myself. So it was a pleasure to, contact people and tell them to be safe. Be safe. So some are either worried or some are like, we've been through this, so we know what to do. I'm like, okay, I'm just trying to check on everybody. So, thank you. We are from Johannesburg. How do you say that? Soweto? Johannesburg, Africa. So you are in Africa. I love that. Much love back to you as well. Twala. I know how to pronounce that. Stephen, hello. Colton, hello. Tiffany, hello all. Good health, everyone. Good health. So I want to show you guys something. You guys don't know that I have a thing for spoons. You guys have no idea. I love soup. So in the wintertime, the one thing I will do is make soup. I won't make it in the summertime. Nobody gets time for that soupness. I will buy soup in the summertime. So people make soup 24 days, 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days. You will never go without soup on the islands. People make soup all over. So you don't have to worry, right? But I also make my own soup, but not till the heat cools down. So I have a thing for spoons. and how I like to eat my soup. So I don't like to eat my soup with a teaspoon, a tablespoon. The way it's shaped is too big for my mouth. I have a very small mouth. Like the throat, the vagina, all my canals are very narrow, right? We're not even going to talk about the backside, right? Everything's narrow. So a teaspoon is not enough, and a tablespoon hurts my mouth. I can't. I can't. So I have a thing for spoons, which you guys never knew. But look what I found for $10 at the Bullseye. Copper spoons. They call them tasting spoons. I like to call them soup spoons. Copper. How pretty is that? My set that I have right now at home, which I think I lost the set. I don't know. You know how you accuse children of throwing your hardware in the garbage? I think I'm doing that. So when I was in the Bullseye, I was gonna get a new set, but then I saw this, and I'll only get a new set not because of the knife and fork. It would always be because of the shape of the spoon. This is copper. So, thank you. Thank you, God. So, let me tell you something. So, my sister, I took her back home yesterday, but I was always going to take her back home. We have a meeting today, and she cannot be in the meeting. She cannot be around the meeting. If she hears the meeting, she will manipulate the situation. So, I had to get her the hell up out of here, right? With gratitude, right? I've been with her since Thursday. It's a life of hell. She needed to go. I was talking to Sky, and Sky was like, I'm pretty sure she wanted to go too. I'm like, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. You know, we sisters, we yell, right? Sisters yell, right? Quiet. Just enough already. Right? Anywho, we go to there's a couple of things that kept happening since she's been with me. So let me set the stage for Leos. Leo moon, Leo rising, Leo Venus. Let me set the stage because y'all don't know Leos. You think you know, like, oh, Leos think they're fabulous. We are. We are. No one's arguing with you. You think you're cute. Well, I will never not tell you I'm cute. I'm going to remind you that I'm cute, right? It's a Leo thing, right? But the one thing y'all really do, y'all give Leos grace. It's one of those things. It's like, okay, yeah, fine. You're cute. Fine. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Yes, I believe you. One of my people in my spiritual group was like, when God made you, he was like, ta-da! And I posted back, you absolutely right. It doesn't make sense to say thank you. That's ridiculous. You're right. I know people get sick of me, but any case, so when you're a Leo, if you never notice, unless you have to notice when you're a Leo, I don't know if anybody else knows, but you might notice by way of jealousy, right? Leos get spiritual blessings all day. Now, the sun is in our natural sign. The sun illuminates. Lion's portal is all over the place. There's Sirius connecting with this, that, and the third. So I'm sorry. The planets bless Leos. It's a whole thing with us, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Born this way, right? My sister never noticed. And then this weekend, because she's got her faculties together, there's a weird thing that's happening where she finally matured and her faculties are there and she's clear, right? It's scary because it's like, damn, now she's grown, right? So she noticed people do me favors. Favors. Like, I can't even explain it because it's so natural for me. But when I look at it through her eyes, I'm like, oh shit. So I can't even explain it. But the only thing I really do remember is that she said, why did they make your bed and not mine? And I said, I don't know. I said, but don't worry about it. Oh, she complained about that bed. My bed's not made. I don't understand why my bed's not made, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, let's figure out how to make your bed then, right? And it's not that it wasn't made. The woman took her blanket and just like did like that. But my bed was like folded, tucked, all this other stuff. So I understood the logistics and how it looked. So I was like, oh, let's just, all right. So we were in Denny's yesterday. I'm not really sure what happened in Denny's. The woman said something about, she comes over to me and she goes, would you like to take a free coffee for the road? Let me put up my story time banner because y'all got to understand when it's story time. She said, would you like to take a coffee for the road? And I said, for free. And I said, I would love that. And she said, I'll be right back. Do you think there's something wrong with that? Tony's eating and she goes, you are very spoiled. What? You are very spoiled. You're calling me spoiled? I'm spoiled? You get catered to. You don't even pick up a spoon. Who made breakfast for you this morning? I didn't make breakfast, but I have to collect it, serve it to her because I'm in a hotel that serves breakfast. I I, I gotta bring you your coffee. You don't. You didn't have to. I'm spoiled. Yep. Okay. Okay. We get home. Not home. We get back to the hotel, and she brings it up again. And I was like, "Listen, Bish. Listen. Now, now we fighting cause if I, if you see that I'm blessed or spoiled, as you put it, you need to understand. I make deposits, and you're my deposit. I'm supposed to be blessed. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know you spoiled. Oh my God. Oh, don't you guys get it? Don't you think I should be spoiled? Like, don't you think the universe should bless me because I'm taking care of her? She didn't get it. She did not get it. I know. But she right. She's right. But it's not like, first of all, if you know a Leo, we're so giving, we're so kind, we want to buy you gifts. Like, we deposit a lot. And we're the type of person that don't even be like, here, what you got for me. It's not even like that. It's just here. She, on the other hand, if she goes here, she's gonna be like, you gonna how you gonna return my gift? Because I remember I gave you. Love Tony. Love Tony. Hi, Incognito. Hi, Noel. You pronounce our past name perfectly. Aw, you're so welcome. Hi, realness. Okay, so that's the first story time. The second story time, I got so many stories, but what do I tell you? So the second story time, I'm in the breakfast room, right? By myself. And the woman goes, the one that monitors the breakfast, she goes, I need to leave. Can you watch? I'll be right back. Stupid me, because I don't even stupid me. I'm just like, yeah, I could watch everything. One, I'm on vacation. Two, when did I become your employee? Like, what is happening, universe? But I was afraid to say no, right? So I go, I'm eating. I'm like, yeah, I could watch. She leaves. She's gone for like 10, 15 minutes. She comes back and she goes, I needed to get the card. And I was like, no, it's okay. When did he become your employee? Like, who does that? Who takes a random guess and says, can you, what do you do when I'm not here? What, why was this a thing? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, yes, yes. I kind of thought you meant your last name, Dwala. Dwala's a good name, though. It really is. I love it. No, I kind of knew this. Hold on. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Kamo. How are you? I'm good. Sorry, guys. So, you guys know the African family that I always talk about, but I don't talk about them as much anymore. They're so self sufficient. I still have the husband helping me with my appointments all these years, right? But they wound up with a little baby 10 months ago with a hole in the heart. And how did God bring me? I have never seen the baby because when I was here last year, she was pregnant. So I never saw the baby. I only got pictures. And so I've been so busy with Tony that I haven't connected with friends. So I called the wife and I says, listen, I'm in town. When can I come see you all? And she says the baby's having the operation tomorrow, Monday. And I said, oh, I said, well, I guess I came just in time. I said, can I come visit on Sunday? When I tell you, cutest baby ever, he has Down syndrome plus a hole in the heart, right? Cutest baby ever. And he does have Down syndrome because he has the look of Down syndrome, but everything else, you can't even tell. His motor skills, his eye movements, I don't know all the technical terms, his grip, right? He has his neck, right? He doesn't have anything that shows major cerebral compromise, right? So, and he does have a physical heart condition. And it was just time to fix it. They were supposed to fix it in 6 months, and the mom delayed it. So just now she was calling crying because they just took him. And I was like, it's okay. It's okay to cry. So I just encouraged her to cry. It's okay to cry. And then I said, this had to be done anyways. This we can't prevent, right? And she delayed as long as she could. So at this stage, we just have to trust God. But right, so I go to the baby, right? And remember, guys, I told you I assisted in healing my son's child, right? God knows how old he is anymore. Darren, right? Darren. And so remember, I went on a plane and I was like, am I allowed to heal this man? I don't know if I have healing qualities. I'm not saying I do. I'm not giving myself like, you know, stigmatas and shit, right? And so I tested it, touched the man on the plane. I'll never know if I made a big difference. And so I said to God, I says, am I here just in time to give the baby a blessing? Right. So I said, oh, let me come to Sunday. And of course, they would never deny me. Right. So I get there. Oh, the best baby in the world. Best baby. Best baby. Best baby. Oh my God. All I want to do is hold the baby. Right. And so I go to hold the baby and he just takes to me. He leans on me, he takes to me, he's looking at me like, which most babies do. Most babies are like, I know you. And I'm like, yeah, you do know me, right? Yeah, same pot in heaven. You do know me. So he's looking at me, right? Touching me, but in a way where he was like, I know you, I know you. So I held the back and I prayed over the back. I don't know why. I did that first, right? Prayed over the back. And then just held him, did all the baby stuff to see like how he's doing cognitively. And he's pretty good cognitively. He's getting early intervention right now, right? And they did say that his crawling is delayed for a 10-month-old baby. But and then she said that all of his caregivers are saying he's on target. He's on target, but the crawling is delayed, right? And now this heart operation is going to delay that. a little few months. But just when I got ready to go, right? Just when I got ready to go, we were all standing outside the apartment. And I looked at him and I said, let me hold your heart. You know what that baby did? He did like this. I'll show you. He did like this. He did like this. And then I held his heart. And oh my God, did you see what he did? Like, he knew, right? And then they're African, right? And so she called her mother, and her mother knows me, loves me, appreciates like taking care of her children, right? She goes, oh my God, I'm so of gratitude to you. Thank you for watching over, blah, 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 blah. The mother gets on the phone, who he knows. He looks at the mother, the grandmother. He looks at the grandmother and recognized her. And then he looked at me and was like, and who are you? So the grandmother goes, grandmother too. Grandmother too. And he looked again. And then he looked at me. And he was so confused all of a sudden. It was so cute to watch. Aww. These people, this couple right here, they've been the best couple. They think that I've helped them. They believe I've helped them. But I guarantee they have made a pivotal place with me. He was so confused, Twyla. He was so confused. We were cracking up because there was something about that he knew. He was like, okay, grandma, grandma. And who are you? Who's holding me? Oh my God, it was the best. Did I see Sheena? Oh no, I thought I saw Sheena. Okay, hold on a second. Hi, Steven. Hi, Noel. Hi, Incognito. Hi, Sissy. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Mother Brats. Aw, it's really okay. It really is. You know what I didn't want to say? And I'm going to teach you guys this. When something is happening, don't say everything's going to be fine. You don't know that. And it's not comforting to know that. Don't say, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Just say, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be concerned. It's okay to worry. This is the time when we have tangible stuff, right? Some of us worry, that there's a rock in the middle of the road. No. This is real. When it's real, it's okay to cry. It's okay to worry. It's okay to have concerns. Say that to people. But whatever you do, don't say it's going to be okay. No one feels that in a moment. And you don't need to be right about something being okay. That's God's job. And when you say that, you place yourself higher as if you know something. If you don't know, you let them know it's okay to cry. It really is. In God we trust, and He will grant us all the strength. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to cry because I just found out my baby Ezra lives in Atlanta. I also came here to see him. I figured I would take care of Tony first. And then I was going to text the mother and say, I'm here in LA. I know the kids are going back to school, but if I could just see him, a couple of days, I would appreciate that. My son tells me the boy is in Atlanta with his mommy because she got a really good job that pays ridiculous amounts of money for her to be self-sufficient, and she couldn't pass up the deal. So I texted her yesterday, and she texted me back and she said, "We just landed this morning." And I was like, "No." I said, "I've been here since Wednesday." But I know God. And cry as I might, had I shown up, Ezra, who's a crier, his dad's a crier, Ezra's a crier. I don't cry. Like, it takes, I don't know what it will take for me to cry, right? Uh, his dad cries because something, right? He's got Pisces in him, so he cries. I don't know what Ezra got in him. Ezra loves to cry. And I know now that had I seen Ezra, I probably wouldn't have helped the transition, right? I probably would have interfered with the emotional aspect of the transition. So, God sometimes blinds us for the greater good. So, once I realized what had happened, that I was here and I could have seen, I absolutely could have seen him. I just chose to focus on Tony. That was God. God was like, "You have one job to do, and he has a mother." And that's the messaging that I got. And I very well could have messed up his emotional beginning with his mother. Like, this is new for both of them. And to be honest with you, Brian was around this age when we two left family. We went to go live in Chicago. And this is where history will always repeats itself. And if you don't recognize your past to try and organize your future, but you have to recognize your past, history will always repeat itself. So just from the moment Brian divorced his mom, the potential for her to not stick around raises almost 100% at the similar age bracket that he and I made a transition, because history repeats itself. So it is what it is. So I text her, right? Because I know Ezra, right? I text her. I said, "Let me tell you something. You are in Atlanta. And the one thing about Delta, they got direct flights. If I'm not mistaken, they got direct flights from Delta to St. Croix. Let me check. At one time, there wasn't even a layover. But, things have changed with, I don't know what. But let me check. Hold on. Delta. Delta. American doesn't have direct flights. No, no. Uh, ATL. Imagine a boy's going to be in the ATL. ATL to STX. Oh, wait, to STX. Yes. Um, let's do one way. Departing. Let's do September. Let me see. Depart. All right, let's do August 30th. Oh, because I said one way. Done. Okay. My dates are flexible. Search. It's a little expensive though. All right, let me see. Non-stop, non-stop, non-stop from ATL to STX. And what she could do, if push come to shove, he can always travel as an unaccompanied minor. Non-stop. Non-stop. Oh, I'm going to Atlanta, child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. I gotta go to Atlanta. Now I gotta go to Atlanta. Ooh, non-stop. I can't wait. I'll probably go to Atlanta for Christmas. I can't wait. I'll let her know. I, I'll just have to listen. I'm coming. I gotta come. It is what it is. I gotta see Ezra. 11. Mm, I can't wait. Not my Ezra. Mm-mm. Not my Ezra. No, no, Ezra. No. Mm-mm. And I know what it's like to be a single mom. I was there. And so I'm not about to not support and help her take care of Ezra. It's not going to happen. So, hey, 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 Kat. Hey. So I'm not so sad because there's a direct flight. There's a direct flight. Ooh, 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 ooh. Maybe she'll let me have him like for a month after school and then he can go on to his dad's. I don't know, but maybe because it's gonna be so nice. He's closer than. So I text her and I was like, hold on, where's the message? I gave her such a beautiful message. She says, I'm excited. She says, I think it'll be good for us. So I say to her, let me see. She said, everything happened so fast, which I get. So I said to her, I said, this is time, this is like mother and son time, right? And thank God he's only 10. It's not like he's 14, right? 4 years can make a huge difference in the attitude of a child. So getting this transition at 10 is so healthy. I'm okay with that. So I told her that even this transition would be good for her. I said, Atlanta is a hop, skip, and a jump. So when you want a break, send him to me. Or I can be on the next flight out to help in any way. She said, I know, we're even closer to you now. Sometimes you gotta it is what it is. Sometimes it's better than before, but who knows? We'll see. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'll just listen. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'll get an Airbnb. I'll get a hotel. I don't care. As long as I think I'm gonna go for Christmas if God wills it. I think I'll go for Christmas. I've already decided. Child, I've already decided. Ezra. But the way my son explained it to me, which totally makes sense, he says, Mom, this is a time for mother and son to depend upon one another, right? The mom has never had independence, right? So she's got this really good job. They pay her ridiculous amounts of money. She had to relocate. And this is the first time she's taking care of Ezra without everybody's interference. Everybody's. And I think it'd be good for a mother and son, is what my son told me. And that made me feel better. And I told him, I said, you know why that makes me feel better? Because we did the same thing. Every everybody in my family kept trying to impress upon me that I was not being a good mother for the dumbest reasons. They were like, oh, he doesn't eat cake. What kind of mother are you? It's like weird shit like that. Meanwhile, my son is very skinny. He doesn't have the overweight fatness of my family. And they're like, you barely feed your son. You eat all his food. A 3-hour road trip. Girl, girl. Oh my God. I might as well go to Mexico. No. Hmm. All right. Is that all the stories? Tony calling me spoiled. I think that's all the stories. So this morning, one of my peeps posted this in a spiritual group. Listen to this. What time is it? Okay, we got plenty of time. Oh, Tamar done broke up with her man again. God, you guys aren't done with Tamar. She's only breaking up with her man because the show's ratings are failing. Do you guys want me to check on that? That's the only reason. The show is oh guys, this is how I got into doing readings on celebrities, because they be lying. They're lying. The show is failing. Nobody's watching this stupid show. It shouldn't have came back after Tracy died. Those hoes did not like Tracy because Tracy was a straight shooter, pow, 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 like Wendy says, pow, pow. They could not stand Tracy's mouth. They never knew what was going to come out of her mouth. They couldn't trust her. The funeral where they all wore, what they wore, green, because that was her favorite color, but they all like acted like a bunch of asses. Don't, I'm not, Braxton's, I'm not, I'm not having it. We're not doing this right now. So now Tamar then broke up with this guy again. He's an actor. She's paying him because the show is failing. Who you kidding, Tamar? Like, stop. We look stupid to you? Stop. Mm. Thank you, Sissy, because the show seemed very scripted and fake. See, I didn't watch. I had already decided I wouldn't watch it. You're talking about the first episode of this season. I did not see it. I did not see it. Everything's okay so far. Good. What time are you open today? I am open at 9, please. Please. Um, fake grief? Fake grief. So they started the show by using her sister. They started the show by using her dead sister. Somebody needs to pull up her grave. She was probably, you know, you know, you know. You can't trust those Braxtons. What? Who gave her something to drink? You can't trust them. None of them. Not Tawanda, not what's the main character? What's her name? I do like her old songs. I was just listening to her songs yesterday. I do like her old songs. Ain't made a song since. Did Tamar give her something to drink? Sheena, how are you? Does she have a biracial daughter right now? Oh, because she's dating a biracial. Oh, I said she would have a biracial daughter. They ain't broken up. Don't worry about it. She gonna go on tour, talk about how sad she is, sing that song, love, whatever. Somebody's gonna come for her man publicly. And then she's gonna be like, that's my man. That's how she do it. How she do it? That's my man. Ain't nobody taking my man. Tony, Tawanda, Tracy. Tony is the one I was talking about. All right, I'll watch it. When I get home, That's how I feel. That's how I feel about phoniness and phoniness. I was gonna say something so much worse. I was gonna say something so bad. I can't stand them. I cannot stand them. I know the show is scripted. I will watch it just so I can have something to complain about. I will. Hi, Wellness. Oh my God, you will see him soon. You are all love and it permeates everyone around you. Thank you. He is dearly loved. I love me some Ezra. Yeah, Twyla. So you don't know what happened. Okay. Frankie, don't get mad at me, but I got to tell a story. So Ezra says, I heard from his dad that Ezra said, the cat is gone. And I was like, oh, if the cat is gone, then I said, there's a problem. And I says, well, let's just wait and see what the problem is, right? So Frankie was the mom was living with someone and the cat left. And I said, ooh, the cat left. Okay. And Ezra was in Alabama when these choices were coming down the pipe. So I text her and I said, I thought I was going to be in around July. And I said, hey, I said, I'm coming in July. I said, would I be able to stay with you and Ezra? And she was like, normally, yes. She says, but actually, I'm packing up. We're moving into a studio. She says, but actually, there's something else coming through, a big decision. And if it comes through, then my choices are going to change. And so I just text her back and I just said, I understand transitioning. So whatever it is, like blessings, right? She didn't want to tell me straight out. I don't need to act straight out. It's none of my business. I'm pretty sure as a former daughter-in-law that she was thinking, if she tells me anything, I'm going to tell my son, right? Because people think mothers and sons and blah, 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 blah. I'm not necessarily that way. I'm very balanced. So if there's something for Brian, I will tell him. If it's something for her, I will tell her. Like, I'm not like, oh, my son. I've never been that way, right? In any case, I respect that she was like, I'm not telling anybody until it comes through. Silence gives you your blessings. Talking about it, then the evil eye is on you. And then you wonder why everything's gone bad because you blab them out. So she was really smart, kept it shut down until she got the approval to leave, which is a blessing. But I didn't know any of this. Okay. Ezra was in Alabama. Now, I don't know when Ezra came home from Alabama. I'm thinking he didn't have much time to think. Because when I text her, I said, I know Ezra is not good for change. So Ezra does not like change. So good luck. And I said, this is the time for you and Ezra to do what a mother and son can do, which is take care of one another. So, you are indeed grandmother too. Oh, yeah, with the other baby. Oh. Oh my God. I didn't even see this. That's a galactic baby. He is. He's a pandemic baby. Pandemic babies are amazing. Here, hold my heart. He let me hold his heart. Was that the cutest thing? He was so confused. Who's the grandmother? The baby pushed his chest out. He knew for real, for real. He really did. He will be all right. I know he will. And his heart will be stronger than ever. Yes, I have a bionic heart. Wow, prayer, heal the baby. You are, and then you guys didn't hear it, but one of my best prayers to say, especially if it's an operation, is to say to God, please cover the room and let Jesus be the surgeon. Because Jesus came down to heal. So I'm like, God, please cover the room and let Jesus be the surgeon. So, all right. Forget the Braxtons, scallywags. Okay, so one of my peeps, Samara, posted something today, and Samara is growing exponentially spiritually. Like, there are times when people struggle with their spirituality, like they're trying to, cross over. And then there are times when you are. It just walked in, right? And don't worry, we all struggle in the beginning, right? Because you want to be best, you want to be better, you want the knowledge. Like, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me. A lot of what I see on IG is people, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me. It's no one's fault. We all have a sense of provide my crown with the knowledge, right? And then one day you are. And it doesn't mean that you're superhuman. It just means that there's a quiet knowing now. I just know. And so when you get to that level, it's just a level of deeper, this is I am, then your eyes are really open. Then you see everything. You see the miracles. You see God everywhere. Like, it's no joke. Like, you can almost see, like, it's just your eyes are wide open. It's so beautiful when you cross over to an inner self of knowing. And it's without the fear. And when you see something odd, you're like, huh, okay. So I guess that was for me. Like, you don't be like, oh my God, and then a green butterfly showed up. No, no. So she posted something, and it says DNA suggests modern human emerged from several groups in Africa, not just one. Now, I don't know if that was a problem in the scientific world. Like, humans came from one group of Africans. They said no, it was a multiple of African DNA that built the human experience, right? So, listen to this. All the different prehistoric African groups, both male and female, with different phenotypes, intermingled, mixed with each other since the beginning of humanity, and created the rich diversity within modern African people in Africa. Those different Africans migrated out of Africa and populated the rest of the world, and all the native Black people of the world outside of Africa are their ascendants. So, there are times when Africans don't consider Americans as part of a bigger group that belongs to them. Just because we are lost does not mean that you can discount us as being part of the African DNA that you have. We are one. We're just a lost tribe. We are found. And from this point on, my African DNA intermingled, intermixed people invite us in and show us the way. Give to us what we're missing. Don't hide shit from us. Don't hide the shit. Because me personally, I'm gonna find out. Me personally, I'm busting down some African doors. I'm here. I'm here. Teach me. No secrets, my Africans. Intermingle, intermix people. No secrets. Okay? I want to know. Now, I'm not saying every American feels like I feel. So you might have to pick and choose, but let me in. Let me in. You are my people. We are one. We intermingle. And that's why a lot of our DNA in America has Ghana, Mali, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, um, uh, the Congo. That's why when we look at our DNA over here in America, we got everything in us. Just a higher percentage of one or the third. So you're so right. Right, Thyla? Thank you. See? Yes. But we all have to be like spiritual about it, not Christian. Because if you go the Christian route, it gets all crazy. The Christian route in Africa is crazy. The Christian route in America is crazy. How y'all think Jesus had these feelings? Like, stop. Jesus was for all the people. So how you're like, well, I'm this, I'm that. Like, stop. None of that is Jesus. Jesus was love, universal love. Remember that. Remember, Jesus was always telling the not the Pharisees, the who are the Jewish priests, like, stop. You're too much with all these rules. Have we learned nothing? Okay. So then it dawned on me. Every person, I don't know how I got here. Oh, maybe she posted something else. Let me see. Maybe Samara posted something else. Let me see if it's this. No. Or maybe it's this. Hold on. Couple who had a no. I went from there to Black inventors, but I don't know how I got there now. So then I figured every Black person needs to know 5 at least you need to memorize 5 Black um, investors. At least, at least 5. I would prefer that you learn 25, right? So let me show you something. Oh, I had this to show you. Oh, let me see. Let me see if I can get all of this up on some very interesting information that stuff is constantly hidden from Black folks. Like real knowledge is hidden from us. But remember, 2024 is revelation. So none of us are allowed 149, 169 through 170. None of us are allowed anymore to let the masses trick us. None of us are allowed to let drugs take us down, if that makes any sense to you. I teach you. Open 69, 70, 71, 72. All right. So this is the first one that I read, right? Let me take this down. I will research and learn Black investors. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Oh, hi, Miss Kimberlite. All right, let me take all this down. Hold on. Banner down. Okay. So this is the one where it's like the different prehistoric African groups, both male and females with different phenotypes, intermingled, mixed with each other since the beginning of humanity and created the rich diversity within modern African people in Africa. These same different Africans migrated out of Africa and populated the rest of the world. And all of the native Black people of the world outside of Africa are their ascendants, right? Okay, so that's the first one. The second one is this. Now look at this. In our database, 87% of inventors were traced to people born in the United States, and 2.7% were invented by Black Americans, a large share than nearly every other immigrant group. Wow. So that's a little larger size. And then most historians agree that Thomas L. Jennings is the first African American patent holder in the United States. Jennings invented a way to dry clean clothes in 1821. Wow. So then I have this list here. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, no, stop it. Then I have this list here. Oh, done. So here are just a few Black inventors. Garrett Morgan invented an early version of the gas mask and the traffic light. Of course, you all should know George Washington Carver, agricultural chemist, who discovered alternative farming methods, crop rotation, and soil preservation techniques. He also created over 400 food products, including many that are still eaten today, and is best known for his work with peanuts. Marie Van Britten Brown invented the first closed circuit TV security system in 1962. So your ring doors, you can attribute Marie Van Britten for your ring doors. Frederick McKinney Jones, He held over 60 patents at the time of his death, and his work in mobile refrigeration technology changed the way food is stored and transported. Percy Julian, known as the soybean chemist, for his work developing drugs and industrial chemicals from soy products. Patricia Bath invented laser phaco cataract surgery, became the first Black woman physician to receive a medical patent, and one of the first Black women inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. Kimberly Bryant, founder of Black Girls Code, and considered one of the most notable Black women tech inventors of modern technology. Let me see. This one is a little bit more modern. Mark Dean, an American inventor and computer engineer. He developed the ISA bus. I don't know what that is. He developed an ISA bus and led a design team for making a 1 gigahertz computer processor chip. He holds 3 of the 9 PC patents for being the co-creator of the IBM personal computer, released in 1991. Wow, that's so beautiful. And so much more. So much more. Um, yeah. So, listen to this. Lewis Howard Latimer was a Black inventor and patent draftsman who improved Thomas Edison's original invention by patenting the use of a carbon filament, which made possible the widespread use of the electric light in public and in your home. So, when you live in a SPS based country and they only tell you about Thomas Edison, but they don't tell you that between 1848 and 1928, there was a man named Lewis Latimer who perfected Thomas Edison's, I think, electricity and gave us the light bulb, the same light bulb that we're using in our schools to learn about Thomas Edison. How dare they? We have to do ourselves. So learn at least 5 and brag about it all the time to everyone. You know how you get that person that knows, just learned a big word, and so they use it all the time? Be that person. Be that person that learned one big word and will use it for a year. 5, because you are special, Black people. You are amazing. If you don't feed the brain rots. And we have been clustered together, not fed, not giving resources, but they'll give resources to the Italians, they'll give resources to the Jews, they'll give resources to the Polish. In modern day times, they give resources to the Arabs, they give resources to the Pakistan. How dare a Pakistan get to have a store in our community? How dare America? it ends today. And if you want to fix people, you stop buying in their stores. If you don't like what America has done in your neighborhood, then you don't service that neighborhood store, because that neighborhood store should be a black man's. All right, guys, that's my black education for today. Hotep it is. Yes. Thank you, Tracy. We need this information. Thank you, especially as we try to ban. You know what my motto is? Let them ban it. You make sure you have the books in your house. You teach your children. Does that make sense? Let them ban whatever the fuck they want. Fuck them. You teach your babies. You make sure your grandkids know. You have your children memorize at least one inventor and let them know what an inventor is, and let them think about the next time they look at a light bulb. A black man made a light bulb. Sarah Boone, an African American dressmaker, invented an improved iron board in the 19th century. That's the other thing I was going to say. Memorize things that matter to your heart, right? Like, I can't think, but like, look at the list. Like, look up like 100 black investors, or look up, Google, name all the black investors, and then look at the ones that are of interest to you, right? There's no big, no small. Invention is an invention. So the dressmaker that improved the ironing board that we depended upon, every hotel to this day has that ironing board. Like, what is it that she improved? The shape of it? Because it makes a big difference, that shape, right? Right? It makes a big difference, the shape of an ironing board. All right, guys, I got 4 minutes to a reading. Have a good day. Thank you for trusting me. And as we move forward, 2020 is revelation. So start speaking and revelizing things that you know. And if you're going to be the next black inventor, let us know. Remember that black inventor, and I think it was in New York, maybe it wasn't New York, where he made an engine that could be ran on water. Remember? And they killed him. Do you remember that? He wound up dead. He was waiting for the patent to come through. Do you guys remember that? Mm-hmm. We always come up with things. We are intelligent people. Don't ever let society look at neighborhoods that are less than stellar and say nothing good can come out of there, because that's the same neighborhood Jesus came out of. Remember that. Call me for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408. Thanks, guys. I love you. Bye.
Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live.
Oops, sorry, guys. I'm having a hard time ending the stream lately.